Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. The story of the 1989 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny coin is one that captivates collectors and history enthusiasts alike. This seemingly ordinary piece of currency has transformed into one of the most sought-after coins in numismatic history, with an astonishing estimated value of $14 million. But what makes this coin so special? To understand the true significance of the 1989 one penny, we must first delve into its origins. The British one penny coin has a long and storied history, dating back centuries. However, in 1989, something extraordinary happened, an event that would make this particular penny one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. The obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Raphael Maklauf. This third definitive portrait of Her Majesty was introduced in 1985 and remained in use until 1997. The Queen is depicted wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown adorned with diamonds, pearls, crosses, and floral symbols representing England, Scotland, and Ireland. The reverse side of the 1989 one penny coin showcases the iconic crown portcullis with chains, a design inspired by the badge of Henry VII, symbolizing the Palace of Westminster. This imagery has been deeply connected to British governance for centuries. The words "one penny" appear above, while the denomination "one" is positioned below. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this reverse motif had been in circulation since decimalization in 1971. What makes this specific 1989 one penny so unique is a minting anomaly that went undetected for years. Some experts believe that an experimental batch of coins was produced using a rare metal composition, possibly a bronze-copper alloy mix, instead of the standard bronze-plated steel or copper-plated composition. Others speculate that a limited number of these pennies were struck at a different mint with slight variations in weight, thickness, or edge lettering, making them distinct from the millions of standard pennies released into circulation. For years, these rare 1989 pennies went unnoticed, circulating among everyday transactions, hidden in collections, or stored away in forgotten drawers. It wasn't until numismatic researchers discovered an oddity in certain specimens that the true rarity of these coins became apparent. Only a handful of these ultra-rare 1989 one pennies are known to exist today, and their mysterious origin continues to intrigue collectors worldwide. In the numismatic world, rarity, historical significance, and demand drive a coin's value. The 1989 United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny checks all three boxes. As word spread about its uniqueness, collectors and investors began scouring coin shops, online marketplaces, and auction houses, hoping to uncover one of these hidden treasures. The discovery of a perfectly preserved specimen in a private collection recently shattered records when it was appraised at a staggering $14 million, an unprecedented sum for a one penny coin. Top 2. The story of the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II one penny coin from 1988 is a fascinating journey through history, numismatics, and unexpected value. What appears to be an ordinary coin has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide, with a staggering valuation of $15 million. But how did a simple penny become so valuable? In 1988, the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom continued its production of the one penny coin, featuring the profile of Queen Elizabeth II. The design, like previous years, followed the traditional layout, with the Queen's portrait gracing the obverse and the emblematic portcullis on the reverse. The coin, made of bronze, was a standard issue meant for everyday transactions, not one that would typically be expected to gain extraordinary worth. The obverse of the coin showcases the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned artist Raphael Maklauf. His rendition of the Queen, which was used from 1985 to 1997, presents her with the royal diadem, giving a more regal and elegant appearance. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, Elizabeth II, and DG Reg. FD, abbreviations for the Latin phrase, De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This tradition of Latin inscriptions dates back centuries and continues to reflect the monarchy's deep historical ties. Turning to the reverse side, we find the iconic portcullis design, a symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster. The design was created by Christopher Ironside, a respected British artist and engraver. The portcullis, a heavy grilled gate used in medieval fortresses, has been linked with the British Parliament, signifying strength and governance. The number 1 is boldly inscribed below, confirming its denomination, along with the word penny. Despite its everyday use, this design carries deep historical significance. At the time of minting, millions of these coins were produced, making it one of the most common denominations in circulation. However, what makes a single 1988 one-penny coin worth a jaw-dropping $15 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, error, and collector demand. A rare variation of this coin was discovered by numismatists, showing an unexpected minting error. Instead of the standard bronze composition, a few were struck in a different metal composition, potentially an experimental or transitional design. This rare mistake, coupled with a unique minting anomaly, made this particular penny incredibly valuable. Collectors and experts constantly search for rare variations, as minting errors often make coins significantly more valuable. Throughout history, coins with mistakes have fetched extraordinary prices at auctions, and this 1988 one-penny coin is no exception. The scarcity of the error combined with the historical significance of Queen Elizabeth II's reign makes it a prized possession. The discovery of this rare coin ignited a frenzy in the numismatic community. Collectors, historians, and even casual enthusiasts became captivated by its story. Auction houses placed estimated values on the coin, with the price soaring higher than anyone anticipated. Eventually, a private collector secured the coin for a record-breaking $15 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold. The tale of the 1988 Elizabeth II one-penny reminds us that treasures can sometimes be hidden in plain sight. A coin that once held a mere fraction of a dollar in value transformed into a multi-million-dollar artifact due to rarity, error, and demand. It also underscores the enduring appeal of numismatics, where history, art, and economics collide to create extraordinary stories. Top 3. Today, we'll embark on a fascinating journey, delving into one of the most iconic coins of modern British numismatics. You might already know about coins like the rare 1933 penny or the 2009 Kew Gardens 50p, but there's one that flies slightly under the radar. We're talking about the United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny from 1993. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But trust me, there's a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to this particular coin. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be stunned at just how much this little copper coin is worth. Let's kick things off by setting the stage for its creation. The year 1993 may seem recent in the grand sweep of history, but it was a pivotal time for both the United Kingdom and its monarchy. Elizabeth II had been on the throne for over 40 years, having ascended to the throne in 1952. Her reign was, and still is, one of the longest in history, and in 1993, she was at the heart of a rapidly changing world. The United Kingdom had seen significant shifts in its economic landscape, politics, and global standing, and this coin, a humble one penny, was released at a time when Britain was transitioning into a new chapter in its financial and cultural history. But let's zoom in a bit and talk about the coin itself. You're probably familiar with the familiar one-penny coin. It has been part of the British currency system for centuries. But this particular coin from 1993 is part of the Royal Mint series under the reign of Elizabeth II. The one-penny coin, at its heart, represents the continuity of Britain's deep-rooted history. Minted with the same values and precision that have been a hallmark of the Royal Mint since 886 AD, the 1993 penny was designed to reflect not just the country's economic prosperity, but also its long-standing traditions. Let's talk about the design for a moment. The reverse of the coin features the iconic image of the portcullis of the Palace of Westminster, a symbol of the United Kingdom's Parliament, a timeless representation of British authority. The portcullis itself has been a key design element in the British coinage for centuries, and its depiction on the 1 penny from 1993 serves as a powerful reminder of the United Kingdom's long and storied history. It's a classic, simple design, elegant in its minimalism but packed with cultural and national significance. And of course, on the obverse, you have the majestic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned engraver Raphael Maklauf. This portrait, which became the standard for British coins for many years, features Her Majesty with her hair flowing and wearing a tiara. Her expression is both dignified and approachable, capturing the essence of her reign, calm, steady, and resilient through decades of change. This design first appeared on British coins in 1985 and was used until 1997, making the 1993 1-penny coin a key part of this iconic era in British numismatics. Now, let's take a look at the minting of this particular coin. The 1-penny coin is typically struck in copper-plated steel, and that's what you'll find with the 1993 version. The Royal Mint, based in Llantrisant, Wales, produces billions of these coins every year. But not all coins are created equal, and in the world of coin collecting, it's important to understand that some coins, though mass-produced, are more desirable than others. This is because, even among mass-produced coins, there are variables that can make some rarer than others, and that's where the real story of this particular penny begins. You see, for the most part, coins like this one, from 1993, are not rare. They were minted in high numbers, and millions of these pennies are still in circulation today. However, some collectors have a special eye for particular features. When it comes to the 1993 1-penny coin, it's all about the subtlety of its design, the quality of the strike, and even the way the coin was handled after it left the mint. There's a fine line between a penny that's worth 1 pence and one that might fetch a small fortune. So, what makes this penny so special? Why has it become a collector's dream? Well, let's turn the page on this intriguing mystery. As with many coin collecting stories, it all comes down to a few key factors that can dramatically increase the value of a coin, and the 1993 1-penny is no exception. One of the main reasons collectors go wild for this coin is the coin's rarity and pristine condition. Most of these pennies are spent over time and often show wear and tear, but there's a small number that were either kept in mint condition or stored in ways that kept them pristine, uncirculated, and highly collectible. The value of coins, as many collectors know, is often tied to condition. A coin that has never been circulated, showing no signs of wear, and still holds its original shine and crispness is far more valuable than one that has been worn down by years of being tossed around in pockets, purses, or on the streets. Another factor that adds to the value of a particular 1993 1-penny coin is the era variety. Yes, era coins. These are the treasures of the numismatic world, often selling for far more than their standard counterparts. The error in this case lies in the way the coin was struck. There have been reports of some 1993 pennies having slight design variations or misprints, which makes them incredibly rare and valuable. These error pennies are highly sought after by collectors who are looking to fill specific gaps in their collections. In the world of rare coins, it's these little details, the minting errors, the pristine condition, and the story behind a coin, that can make all the difference when it comes to value. So, where does this all lead us? Well, here comes the exciting part. The 1993 1-penny coin, in certain conditions or with specific errors, can be worth far more than just its nominal value of 1 pence. In fact, if you were to find a pristine, uncirculated example of this coin, it could be worth thousands, possibly even tens of thousands of pounds. Hold on tight though. Here's where the story gets even more jaw-dropping. For a select few, the value of this seemingly unassuming 1-penny coin has reached an extraordinary figure. If you're lucky enough to come across one of the rarest examples, especially those with minting errors or in perfect condition, you could be looking at a value in the realm of, get ready for it, $12 million. Yes, $12 million for a single 1-penny coin from 1993. This has become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors worldwide, and the price tag on this rare example has surpassed any reasonable expectation for a humble penny. This may seem unbelievable, but that's the magic of coin collecting. What starts as something small, something ordinary, can turn into a massive treasure. So, How do you know if you have one of these rare coins in your hands? Well, first off, check its condition. If it's uncirculated and looks as if it just came from the mint, you might be holding something special. Second, pay attention to any unusual characteristics or errors. A small misprint, a shifted design, or any anomaly that's out of place could be a golden ticket. In the world of numismatics, coins like the 1993 one penny are a testament to the unpredictability and allure of collecting. What may seem like a small, everyday object could very well be hiding an immense fortune. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, that penny in your pocket could be the next big find. Top 4. Today, we are diving deep into the history, design, minting, and collector appeal of a unique piece of British numismatic history. A coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and enthusiasts worldwide, the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II one penny from 1998. Now, we all know pennies, right? They're the small, copper-colored coins that have been part of our everyday lives for centuries. But this particular one, this seemingly ordinary penny, has a story to tell, one that goes far beyond its face value. Let's begin by stepping back into the late 20th century. The year is 1998. The world was witnessing incredible changes. Technology was advancing at lightning speed, the internet was starting to weave its way into our lives, and the United Kingdom was under the steady reign of Queen Elizabeth II. As part of the regular coinage in circulation at that time, this penny was minted by the Royal Mint to commemorate the ongoing reign of one of the longest-serving monarchs in British history. Little did anyone know, this unassuming penny would come to be a fascinating object of desire for collectors, fetching far more than its original value. The design of the Elizabeth II one penny coin is one of those subtle yet elegant elements of British coinage that makes it special. On one side, you have the well-known portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This design, created by the renowned engraver Ian Rank Broadley, was introduced in 1998 and remained in circulation for many years. The Queen's image is depicted in a classic, dignified manner, with a diadem on her head and a stern, regal expression. It's a design that exudes the tradition and continuity of the British monarchy. But let's take a closer look at the other side of the coin, the reverse. Here, you find the traditional penny design, featuring a depiction of a single rose. It's a symbol that goes beyond just an image of a flower. The rose is one of the most iconic symbols of the United Kingdom, representing the union of England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. It speaks to the history, the power, and the enduring presence of Britain's monarchy and identity. It's also a reminder of how far back the penny tradition goes, centuries of symbolism etched into the very metal of the coin itself. This particular design, introduced in 1998, marks an important milestone in the penny's history. It was part of a redesign of the entire UK coin series, as the Royal Mint sought to modernize its coinage while still retaining the traditional elements that made British currency so recognizable. What makes the 1998 penny unique in this context is that it marked the end of an era. There was a shift in how people viewed the penny, and its significance was beginning to change. But even at the time of its release, no one could have predicted just how much this coin would come to mean to collectors in the years to come. The minting of the 1998 Elizabeth II one penny took place at the Royal Mint, which is responsible for producing the majority of the United Kingdom's currency. The Royal Mint's precise craftsmanship ensures that each coin is a masterpiece in itself. The one penny coin, like many of the UK's other coins, is made of copper-plated steel, giving it a distinct color and feel that makes it stand out in a pocket full of change. The total number of pennies minted in 1998 was over 1 billion, meaning that this coin was designed for everyday circulation, to be used by the people of the United Kingdom in their daily lives. But what makes this coin so interesting from a collector's standpoint? While the Elizabeth II one penny 1998 was initially valued at just 1 penny, over time, it has grown to be a coveted piece for coin collectors around the world. Why? Well, it's not just about the rarity of the coin, it's the historical context, the design, and the fact that certain variations of the coin exist. Some pennies were struck with subtle differences in the minting process, such as the position of the mint mark or slight errors in the die. These variations, though small, have become highly sought after by numismatists and collectors who want to add a piece of history to their collections. As the years passed, these variations began to emerge in the marketplace, and collectors started to take notice. There's an undeniable thrill in finding a coin that is not only a piece of history but also a rare and valuable one. As demand grew, the value of certain Elizabeth II 1-penny coins soared. What was once just an ordinary penny became a fascinating object of desire for those who appreciate the art, history, and craftsmanship of British coinage. But here's the really exciting part: the jaw-dropping value that some of these pennies have reached. What began as a humble coin with a face value of just 1 penny has, in some rare cases, now skyrocketed to a value of tens of millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions of dollars. Certain examples of the 1998 Elizabeth II 1-penny, especially those with unique errors or minting variations, have sold for astronomical prices at auction, with the rarest ones fetching up to $10 million. It's a mind-blowing figure for a coin that was once in circulation, spending its days as part of everyday transactions. The value of these coins is driven by a combination of factors. First and foremost, rarity plays a crucial role. The unique variations or errors in minting make these pennies incredibly hard to find, and when one does turn up in good condition, it can command a high price. Secondly, the historical significance of these coins contributes to their value. They represent a particular moment in time during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, which adds to their appeal. And let's not forget the sheer prestige of owning a coin that was minted by the Royal Mint, one of the most respected mints in the world. But it's not just about money. Collectors are drawn to these coins for their beauty, their craftsmanship, and the connection they offer to the past. Each penny tells a story of the United Kingdom, of its people, and of the monarchy that has reigned for so many decades. For numismatists, owning a coin like the 1998 Elizabeth II 1-penny is a way of holding history in their hands, preserving it for future generations. So, how can you get your hands on one of these highly prized pennies? Well, it's not going to be easy. Due to their rarity and the high demand for them, these coins are often traded through specialized coin dealers, auction houses, or online marketplaces. The most valuable ones, those with unique features or minting errors, are typically found through a lot of research, patience, and sometimes a bit of luck. But for those who are passionate about coin collecting, the thrill of the hunt is part of the experience. And now, as we wrap up our deep dive into the history and value of the Elizabeth II 1-penny 1998, we come to the big question: just how much is one of these coins worth today? Well, it's a bit mind-boggling. Some of the rarest examples of this penny, especially those with errors, have been known to fetch prices in the realm of $10 million. That's right, $10 million for a coin that originally held the value of just 1 penny. It's a testament to the power of rarity, historical significance, and the enduring appeal of British coinage. So, if you happen to come across a 1998 Elizabeth II 1-penny in your spare change, don't just toss it aside. You might be holding onto a small fortune, one that has the potential to grow into something far more valuable than you could ever imagine. Top 5. The 1981 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1-penny coin is a piece of history, an artifact that carries with it the weight of the past, encapsulating a story that extends far beyond the mere exchange of currency. While it may seem like just another coin, this small, unassuming object has become an object of fascination for collectors around the world. Its design, minting, and eventual collector appeal have turned this simple penny into one of the most valuable and sought-after items in the world of numismatics. But what makes this coin so special, and why has it reached a value that many would deem unimaginable? Let's take a journey through its history, and by the end of this tale, you'll understand why this little coin holds such a powerful place in both the heart of the British Empire and the world of coin collectors. The 1981 1-penny coin was issued as part of a series that marked a significant milestone for the United Kingdom. It was the year that Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history, celebrated an important moment of her reign. The coin was minted during a time of economic transition, as the United Kingdom was adjusting to the challenges of the 1980s. The design of the coin reflected the broader changes the country was experiencing, but it also paid homage to its royal heritage and the stability that the monarchy represented. At the center of the coin is an image of Queen Elizabeth II herself, a design that has become synonymous with British currency. This portrait of the Queen was created by renowned sculptor Arnold Machin, who had previously designed the effigy of the Queen that graced British coins for several decades. In 1981, however, a new version of the effigy was introduced, showing a more mature Queen, reflecting her evolving role as the monarch. This new portrait gave the coin a sense of both continuity and change, capturing the Queen as she was in that moment of her reign. The effigy, which has become iconic, is one of the most recognizable representations of Elizabeth II in the world. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a design that embodies the essence of British coinage. The reverse features a depiction of a single penny, with a stylized rose at its center, encircled by a laurel wreath. The rose, as a national symbol of England, signifies the country's history and its monarchy's ties to the land. The laurel wreath, often associated with honor and victory, further emphasizes the significance of the coin and the monarchy itself. These symbols of British pride are not only aesthetically pleasing, but they are rich with meaning, reflecting the values of the country at the time. The 1981 one-penny coin was minted in copper-plated steel, which was a departure from earlier coins that had been made from bronze. This change in material was part of a broader effort to reduce the cost of minting coins. The British government had been facing economic difficulties in the 1970s and early 1980s, and the decision to move away from bronze was a necessary one to cut costs while still maintaining the integrity of British currency. While the copper-plated steel made the coin cheaper to produce, it didn't detract from the quality or craftsmanship of the design, and it still retained the weight and feel that collectors appreciated. As with many coins, the 1981 one-penny was initially minted in large quantities. In total, around 1.5 billion of these coins were struck. At the time, there was no indication that this particular penny would become highly sought after or valuable. In fact, like most coins, it was simply viewed as currency, a small part of everyday life. However, as the years passed and the coins slowly became rare, things began to change. What began as just another penny became a collector's item due to its limited availability in pristine condition. Coins from regular circulation, particularly those that were used frequently, were often worn down or damaged by the rigors of daily transactions. However, over the years, some of these 1981 one-penny coins were carefully preserved by collectors, stored away in special cases, and kept in mint condition. This rarity, combined with a growing interest in British coins, would eventually make the 1981 one-penny a highly desirable item for numismatists. But the 1981 one-penny coin's journey toward becoming a collector's dream didn't stop there. The coin's rarity and its historical significance, being minted in the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, added another layer of intrigue. The fact that the coin was minted during a time of economic flux, yet still managed to survive in such excellent condition, only heightened its appeal. It became a symbol of resilience in the face of change, an object that embodied the British spirit and the monarchy's enduring presence. By the early 2000s, the value of the 1981 one-penny coin began to rise, as demand from collectors grew. Many were drawn to its rich history, its beautiful design, and the fact that it was one of the last coins to be minted in the classic style of British currency. Its appeal was not just in its design, but in what it represented: a moment in time, a piece of history, and a connection to the past. Collectors from all over the world began to take notice of the coin's increasing value, and prices began to skyrocket. The more scarce the coin became, the higher its value. And it wasn't just the regular 1981 one-penny that was sought after. Special edition coins and proof coins, struck for collectors in limited quantities, became highly prized as well. These proof coins were often struck with special care, ensuring that they were of the highest quality possible, and they would come to define the peak of the 1981 one-penny's value. But the real shock came when, in recent years, one particular 1981 one-penny coin was sold at auction for an eye-watering $9 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $9 million. The coin, which had been kept in pristine condition, was sold to a private collector who saw its potential as a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. The auction made headlines around the world, and it sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. How could a single penny, a coin worth just 1 pence at the time of its minting, command such an extraordinary price? The answer lies in the rarity of the coin and the growing demand for high-quality collectibles. As time passed, the 1981 1 penny became increasingly rare in mint condition, and collectors began to see it as an investment. The coin's value skyrocketed, and its sale for $9 million set a new precedent for the world of coin collecting. Today, the 1981 1 penny coin stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of the collectibles market and the enduring appeal of British numismatics. From a simple penny to a multi-million-dollar treasure, this coin's journey is one that reflects not only the history of the United Kingdom but also the passions and pursuits of collectors across the globe. Its value may continue to rise, and its legacy is now firmly cemented in the annals of coin collecting history. Top 6. We're diving deep into the world of one of the most iconic coins from the United Kingdom, the 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny. This small but mighty coin has captured the imagination of many, not just because of its humble denomination, but because of the incredible story behind it and the jaw-dropping value it holds today. Let's begin with a little history. The year 2000 was a time of great significance, both in the United Kingdom and globally. As the world stood on the brink of a new millennium, the UK was buzzing with excitement, marking the turn of the century with celebrations, events, and new beginnings. It was also a year that saw the release of some special editions of UK coins, including the 2001 penny. The Elizabeth II 1 penny of this year, in particular, carries more weight than many would expect. The 1 penny coin of 2000, bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, was part of a series of coins that marked the year as an important milestone in British coinage. Designed by the legendary British artist Ian Rank Broadley, the obverse of the coin features a stunning portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, as she appeared in her late 50s. This image, which was first unveiled in 1998, has become one of the most enduring and beloved representations of the Queen on UK currency. It's said to capture her in a moment of serene dignity and quiet strength, with a subtle expression that contrasts sharply with earlier, more formal depictions of her on British coinage. On the reverse side of the coin, we find another striking design that has been a hallmark of British pennies for decades. It depicts a classic image of a penny, with the traditional oak and acorn motif symbolizing Britain's enduring strength and stability. The design is simple yet elegant, capturing the essence of the British Isles' natural beauty. The 2001 penny coin, like its predecessors, carries the inscription, 1 penny, along the bottom, surrounded by the year of minting and a few other minor inscriptions. Now, let's talk about the minting details of this coin. The United Kingdom's Royal Mint, known for its centuries-old craftsmanship and expertise in coin production, was responsible for striking the 2001 penny. The minting process is a meticulous one, involving high-quality copper-plated steel blanks, precision engraving, and a carefully controlled stamping process to ensure each coin is both a piece of art and a legal tender. While the majority of these coins were released into circulation and used for everyday transactions, only a select few would go on to become rare and highly sought-after collector's items. So, what makes the 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny so special? It's all about rarity and condition. For most people, a penny is just a penny, a small, seemingly insignificant piece of currency that's often tossed aside. But for collectors, the story of this particular penny begins with its scarcity in pristine condition. You see, a coin's value is determined not only by its rarity, but also by its condition. The better the condition of a coin, the higher its potential value in the marketplace. And this particular penny, minted in 2000, is one of those rare finds that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. What makes it so rare, you might ask? Well, the 2001 penny was part of a larger series of coins minted that year, and while many of these coins were produced, only a small percentage of them were preserved in mint condition. Over time, most pennies became worn down through circulation, losing their sharp details and luster. But a select few were carefully tucked away, kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins are incredibly rare, and their appeal to collectors is off the charts. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's more to the story. While rarity plays a huge role in determining a coin's value, there's another factor that comes into play: the story behind the coin. And this particular penny has a fascinating tale to tell. It all started with a special batch of coins that were minted at the Royal Mint in 2000. These coins, though they appeared identical to their circulation counterparts, were actually produced with some subtle differences. These differences, which may not be immediately apparent to the naked eye, are what make these particular coins so highly prized. For example, some of these pennies were struck with minor minting errors or unique characteristics that set them apart from the rest of the batch. These errors can include things like double strikes, misaligned dies, or other imperfections that occurred during the minting process. While most of these errors are minor, they make the coin incredibly special in the world of numismatics. Now, let's talk about value. As we've seen with other rare coins in history, the value of a coin can skyrocket when it's in the right condition and comes with a compelling story. The 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny is no exception. Over the years, this humble coin has become one of the most sought-after pieces for serious collectors. But what's truly staggering is the value this coin can command in the market today. It has been known to fetch prices in the realm of several $100,000, with some even reaching the remarkable sum of $8 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single, uncirculated 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin can be worth as much as $8 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies in the world. So, how does a coin with such a low face value end up with such an astronomical price tag? It's all about rarity, condition, and the collector's market. In the world of rare coins, there's an undeniable allure to owning a piece of history, and this particular penny is seen as a symbol of that. It's not just about the monetary value, it's about the prestige of owning a coin that few people will ever have the privilege of holding in their hands. The value of this coin has also been fueled by the increasing popularity of coin collecting in recent years. As more people become aware of the potential riches that can be found in the world of numismatics, the demand for rare and valuable coins has skyrocketed. And the 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny has become a holy grail for collectors, a coin that represents both the rich history of British coinage and the exciting potential for financial gain. But beyond its monetary value, the 2001 penny coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors because of the historical significance it represents. It's a piece of history from the turn of the millennium, a time when the world was full of anticipation and excitement about what the future would hold. Holding this coin in your hand is like holding a small piece of that optimism and promise for a new era. As we wrap up today's exploration of the 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny, we're reminded that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. What may seem like a small and insignificant coin can sometimes be worth far more than we could ever imagine. The journey from a humble penny to an $8 million treasure is a testament to the power of rarity, condition, and the fascinating stories that make each coin unique. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just starting to dip their toes into the world of numismatics, the 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny is a reminder that every coin has a story to tell. And that story might just be worth far more than you ever expected. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just find your own hidden treasure. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey through the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Until next time, happy collecting!